Greetings and welcome back to Wolf Kage Los Angeles. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like you're living in some sort of an upside down version of America? Because an off-duty Border Patrol agent was just shot in the face in broad daylight in a New York City park by an illegal alien. Let that sink in. A man who shouldn't even be in this country in the first place is walking the streets, and he's armed. He's dangerous, and now a federal officer is fighting for his life. And what finally pushed Mayor Eric Adams to finally break his silence? Because no one has been saying anything about this stuff. It was this. It was this moment where the chaos, where the violence, and the fantasy of compassion over security collided with reality. Here's the kicker. The shooter, identified as Miguel Francisco Moran Nunez, came into the U.S. in 2023, right through the floodgates of Biden's open border. Miguel has a rap sheet thicker than a phone book. He has domestic violence, robbery, assault. He's even wanted in Massachusetts for kidnapping. So why was he here? He was here because of sanctuary city policies that treat illegal aliens better than they treat us, legal American citizens. We have to come to grips that this isn't just a policy failure. This is a government that has betrayed us. This is literally government-sanctioned betrayal.
And last night, an off-duty federal officer for U.S. Custom and Border Protection was in Riverside Park when an unexpected situation became a reality. Shortly before midnight last night, the 42-year-old male federal officer was with a friend when two predators on a moped approached. One male dismounted the scooter, displayed a firearm, and approached the two who were just trying to enjoy the city, like so many of us do during a hot evening hour. According to the video, investigators recovered from the scene. It appears that our perpetrator discharged at least 2 shots, striking the officer in his face and forearm. The federal officer returned fire.
So predators, that's the word the mayor used. And of course, he's right. This wasn't a crime of desperation. This wasn't someone stealing a loaf of bread. This was violence for fun. Because some of these men are not here to live the so-called American dream. They're here to relive the nightmares they brought with them. From gang rule to street executions, they carry with them. And thanks to leftist delusions and unconstitutional policies, we, the citizens, well, we have to pay the price.
This is the moment DHS says an off-duty Customs and Border Protection officer is ambushed and shot late Saturday by a man with a deportation order. Authorities believe 2 men who approached on a scooter were attempting to rob the 42-year-old officer who was in a park with a friend. 2 senior law enforcement sources say it appears to be a random encounter. The alleged shooter, identified by police as Miguel Francisco Moran Nunez of the Dominican Republic. Moran Nunez was taken into custody after going to the hospital to be treated for his injuries. Authorities confirming he had previously been arrested for domestic violence, robbery, assault, and was wanted in Massachusetts for kidnapping. President Trump saying on Truth Social that Moran Nunez was apprehended at the border in April 2023, but instead of being deported, was released.
So here's what we're really dealing with. We've got cities offering free housing, food, healthcare, education, and cash cards to illegal aliens, while legal citizens, hardworking New Yorkers, and Los Angelinos, well, we get priced out. We get shut down. We get shot at. It's an upside down world. You have to understand, this man, this predator, probably lived better than the average American working 2 jobs. And instead of watching a movie on a Saturday night, he went to the park and tried to kill a federal agent. What kind of message does this send? This is the cost of importing millions of people with no background checks, no shared values, and no accountability. Let's just look at the numbers. Under the Biden administration, over 2.5 million border encounters per year. That's 10 million in just 4 years. And that's just the ones we caught. Now, here's the real twist. The majority weren't families or vulnerable kids. No, they were single, military-aged men. And if you've seen the footage from the border, you already know it's true. Now, let's talk about the gotaways. These are the people Border Patrol sees crossing illegally but can't catch. How many do you think it is? Up to 1 million per year. Some years even higher than that. So if 2.5 million are caught, we could be looking at another 5 to 10 million who made it undetected. And I know what you're thinking. You think they're harmless. Really? You think they're here for a better life. Really? Or are some here to smuggle fentanyl? Are some here to traffic kids or even shoot a federal officer in the face? You see, the left loves to claim that this is a result of poverty, that crime is just survival. But if you get free food, free housing, free cash, and still commit violent crimes, that's not survival. That's evil. And it's evil enabled by sanctuary city leaders like Karen Bass and Eric Adams. Well, until they finally get burned. You know, you can only pretend that every illegal is a saint for so long. Eventually, reality smacks you in the face or shoots you in it. And now even Mayor Eric Adams is forced to admit illegal immigration isn't just unsustainable, it is dangerous. It's not racist to protect your community. It's not cruel to enforce the law. It's literally survival. And let's not forget the hoax in LA either. Right here in LA, the hoax is going on and it's going on strong. Mayor Karen Bass jumped on social media accusing ICE of kidnapping a Mexican woman, forcing her to self-deport in some sort of a secret warehouse. But guess what? That same woman was found at a Jack in the Box eating, with her GoFundMe donations still rolling in. A scam, a hoax, a scam and a hoax pushed by our own mayor here in Los Angeles. And the activists, they have nothing to say about it. ICE is not the Gestapo. ICE is what stands between your family and a man with a gun who thinks America is just another lawless playground. And yeah, Democrats want to abolish it. They want to defund it. They want to dismantle it. Because in their world, if you question the insanity, then you're labeled a Nazi. But if you welcome it, you're progressive. Well, even if it kills someone. You see, the problem isn't just immigration, it's the mindset behind it, the belief that we owe something to the world, even if it destroys us. They think America's greatness is a crime. They think we should hand over our country as reparations for history. But guess what? That's not justice. That's suicide. And I think that majority of us have had enough.
Well, you guys, there was a story that a Mexican illegal woman was kidnapped by ICE, thrown into a warehouse, being forced to self-deport. And Mayor Bass and all the activists got behind this story because this, of course, was another example of how evil ICE is. And the family, of course, set up a GoFundMe page. I don't know, why, but there's the woman. It turns out she's they found her. She was at a Jack in the Box. Yeah. She was not deported. She was not thrown into some sort of, warehouse facility. Nobody forced her to self-deport, although now she's in a lot of big trouble.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, Rachel, Democrats created this narrative that ICE is the Gestapo, that ICE is evil, and that they're kidnapping and disappearing people, and they wanted an example. So that's why Mayor Bass on July 1st leaned in, put her picture up, and tweeted this. She's a mother from LA, taken out of her car on her way to work and then held in a warehouse as officers hoped she would self-deport. No hearing, just fear. This doesn't make anyone safer. But here's the problem. She faked her kidnapping, and DHS called him out yesterday, tweeting this. Mayor, you pushed a hoax. There is still time to delete this. This woman was never arrested or kidnapped by ICE or bounty hunters. This criminal illegal alien scammed innocent Americans for money and diverted limited DHS resources from Los Angeles.
Do you want to know why regular Americans are calling for mass deportations now? Because the left created a crisis so massive, so dangerous, so insane, that even common sense solutions now feel extreme. You break the social contract, you lose the trust. And when the trust is gone, people will demand order by any means necessary. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm Wolf Kage, and this was Wolf Kage Los Angeles. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and as always, stay unwoke. Peace.